Eamonn Holmes GB News co-star Isabel Webster's sudden exit due to relationship turning sour. Eamonn's GB News co-host Isabel Webster's exit from GB News has sparked concern and fury among viewers. The real reason behind Eamonn Holmes' co-star's sudden exit has been revealed, amid reports close relationships turned sour behind the scenes. Former ITV star Eamonn's GB News co-host Isabel Webster's exit from GB News has sparked concern and fury among viewers. The Sun reports it was caused by close relationships on the show turning sour over her working hours. A TV insider told The Sun, Isabel wasn't happy that bosses were expecting her to work the full week while Eamonn stays hosting Monday to Wednesday. It had become a sticking point in negotiations and was causing tension behind the scenes. Eamonn's obviously the main star of the show and likes to be in charge. He's now looking forward to working with Ellie, who's a young talent he can help mold as her career progresses. A GB News spokesman said, "This is completely untrue." A GB News spokesperson told Mail Online, Ellie Costello will now co-host GBN Breakfast 5 days a week, presenting alongside Eamonn Holmes on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and with Stephen Dixon on Thursday and Friday. Stephen and Ann Diamond will continue to co-present GB News Breakfast at weekends. The controversial broadcaster announced Ellie Costello, 31, will now host the breakfast coverage during the working week. Isabel, aged 41, who had previously worked for Sky News and the BBC, has been the anchor since 2022. Eamonn and Isabel are close friends off-screen as they anchored Sky News' breakfast show, previously called Sunrise. The duo started their GB News partnership in January 2022, months after Eamonn's 15-year stint on This Morning dramatically came to an end. Ben Briscoe, head of programming and talent on GB News, said, 2024 has been a truly fantastic year for us. Not only are we regularly beating the other established news channels, but we are also making inroads against the big public service broadcaster terrestrial channels. Our initiatives will allow us to build on this success with a renewed focus and ambition. Eamonn Holmes' work wife Isabel Webster escapes to the country after shock axing over work hours row. The abrupt split of TV duo Eamonn and Isabel shocked fans this week after trouble secretly brewed behind the scenes. Eamonn Holmes' work wife Isabel Webster has escaped to the countryside after her shock TV axing. The Sun revealed yesterday how Isabel's exit from GB News was caused by close relationships on the show turning sour over her working hours. She's now fled London for greener lands, taking to her Instagram story yesterday with some snaps from her mystery break. The 42-year-old, who hails from Surrey, posted a photo of sheep in a field, sharing the time as 8:51 a.m. Another image saw a cat curled up against a cushion featuring the lyrics of the lullaby, "You Are My Sunshine." The abrupt split of TV duo Eamonn and Isabel shocked fans this week after trouble secretly brewed behind the scenes. Isabel had been locked in a secret feud with channel bosses over increasing her days on-screen from 3 to 5 a week. A TV insider told us, Isabel wasn't happy that bosses were expecting her to work the full week while Eamonn stays hosting Monday to Wednesday. It had become a sticking point in negotiations and was causing tension behind the scenes. Eamonn's obviously the main star of the show and likes to be in charge. He's now looking forward to working with Ellie, who's a young talent he can help mold as her career progresses. A GB News spokesman said, "This is completely untrue." Eamonn, 60, was blindsided by his co-host's axe when negotiation talks broke down on Wednesday. They had just finished their final show of the year and had plans to celebrate Christmas with their breakfast team. However, after refusing to bow to demands, Isabel was immediately replaced by up-and-coming talent Ellie Costello. The 31-year-old will work 2 days more than Isabel, joining Eamonn Monday to Wednesday, followed by Stephen Dixon on Thursday and Fridays. Eamonn replied to a tweet about Isabel's sudden departure, saying, "Bye my girl X." Insiders say it was a savage response to Isabel's sacking days before Christmas, as Eamonn failed to properly pay tribute to her on his social media channels. Another source told us, Eamonn wasn't consulted about the decision. In fact, he was totally blindsided, and his new co-host was chosen for him before he even knew Isabel was leaving. He and Isabel had their moments as a TV partnership. Eamonn's a legend in the industry and a king of breakfast telly. It's always the bigger name who works fewer days on screen. As Isabel has grown more headstrong in her role as Eamonn's co-host, there have been a few tiffs and clashes over their differing opinions, but all in all they worked well together and are good friends. Although, silence speaks volumes, and it was quite obvious to some people there wasn't a gushing post from Eamonn or Isabel about the end of their TV partnership. In a surprising shakeup at GB News, Isabel Webster, co-host of the popular breakfast program, Breakfast with Eamonn and Isabel, has exited the show amidst a reported dispute over her working hours. This decision has not only left her fans puzzled but also led to significant conversations about the dynamics behind the scenes in the broadcasting industry. The controversy began when GB News allegedly sought to increase Webster's working schedule from 3 to 5 days per week. This change was intended to align more closely with the demands of the morning show. However, her co-host, veteran broadcaster Eamonn Holmes, reportedly remained on a 3-day schedule, raising questions about fairness and consistency. Discussions between Webster and the network to resolve this matter reportedly broke down, resulting in her abrupt departure. Eamonn Holmes' reaction. Eamonn Holmes, who has worked closely with Webster since January 2022, was reportedly blindsided by the decision. Sources suggest that Holmes was not consulted about the change, further fueling speculation about potential mismanagement. His brief social media acknowledgement of Webster's departure has been described by insiders as curt and savage, adding to the drama surrounding the split. Isabel Webster's retreat. Following her exit, Webster has opted for a retreat to the countryside, sharing serene moments from her escape on social media. Her posts suggest a focus on self-care and reflection amidst the upheaval. For fans, this retreat signals her intention to take a step back and reassess her career trajectory after the unexpected turn of events. The replacement. Webster's role on The Breakfast Show has reportedly been filled by Ellie Costello, another familiar face on the network. The decision to replace Webster so swiftly has sparked further criticism, with some fans expressing disappointment at the lack of acknowledgement for Webster's contributions to the program. Behind-the-scenes tensions. While GB News has dismissed claims of tension, insiders suggest the incident highlights broader issues in workplace dynamics and scheduling demands within the broadcasting industry. The network's handling of Webster's departure has drawn mixed reactions, with some defending the need for operational changes while others call for greater transparency and fairness. Public and industry reaction. The departure of Webster, described by many as Holmes' work wife, due to their strong on-screen chemistry, has left a void for fans of the show. Social media platforms have been flooded with messages of support for Webster, with viewers reminiscing about her professionalism and charisma. Industry experts argue that such incidents highlight the challenges of balancing talent management with business priorities. Conclusion. Isabel Webster's exit from GB News marks the end of an era for the Breakfast with Eamonn and Isabel show. As she takes time to reflect on her next steps, the incident serves as a reminder of the complexities of workplace relationships and the ever-changing nature of the television industry. Both fans and industry watchers will undoubtedly be keen to see where Webster's career takes her next.